Check out the links in the description for my favorite apparel, Bibles, books, commentaries, and more. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. Well, DEI has struck. This is just becoming pure insanity at this point. Check this out. The Boy Scouts of America makes ridiculous name change in bid to be more inclusive. In this video, I want to show you the official announcement of the Boy Scouts of America of them changing their name. And I'm going to show you the reason why that they give. And then we're going to look at the CEO of the Boy Scouts of America. I want to show you in this clip what he has to say about it that will blow your mind. He just says it. He says the thing. And I know what you're thinking. But the Girl Scouts, I'll just send my daughter to the Girl Scouts. Well, we're going to talk about them too. Real quick, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button, when you like this video, to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. So this is the official Boy Scouts of America website here. When you go to their website, you get this little message that pops up that says, the Boy Scouts of America will rebrand to Scouting America, reflecting the organization's ongoing commitment to welcoming every youth and family in America. One thing that they're trying to make this sound like is that they've always had this effort and commitment to including everybody. It's never been about boys. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. That, and in fact, this is the first time that they've ever changed their name in their 114-year history. So here's the official announcement on the Boy Scouts of America website on why they're rebranding. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can go read the whole thing if you want to. But this announcement also comes as the organization celebrates the 5th anniversary of welcoming girls into Cub Scouting and Scouts BSA programs. Scouting America currently serves more than 176,000 girls. Though our name will be new, our mission remains unchanged. We are committed to teaching young people to be prepared for life, said Roger Crone. That's the CEO guy here that you're about to hear some blah, blah, blah from. He says, this will be a simple but very important evolution as we seek to ensure that everyone feels welcome in scouting. Everyone is welcome in scouting in some way. The Boy Scouts of America was to teach boys how to become men and survive, provide. And that is looked at with such animosity in our society today. Our society hates masculine men. They just hate men in general, even though the very definition of being a woman includes men now. Well, here's the official Instagram page for the Boy Scouts of America, soon to say Scouting America. I'm surprised they're allowed to have America in there. Here's their announcement where it says that the change will go into effect on their 115th anniversary. But it's funny because when you look at all the comments here, well, people aren't digging this. Thankfully, take your kids out of the Boy Scouts. Do not allow your children to go into the Boy Scouts. They have made their decision. They have literally said to your face that they hate your boys. They hate your children. But they're saying in a way that makes it sound like, well, no, we love your children. We just want to indoctrinate them into something that's going to destroy them. But look at the comments. The beginning of the end, an organization I used to be proud of. I'm an Eagle Scout and ashamed. This is what Boy Scouts has become. This person, very unfortunate. After serving young men for nearly 115 years, you have folded. Well, actually, it's been about 110 years of serving young men because, again, they just essentially stopped being the Boy Scouts a few years ago when they started allowing girls into the Boy Scouts. When will boys have safe spaces again? A disgrace to the entire nation. You get it, right? Are you getting it? Well, listen to this totally, absolutely lame response by the CEO of the Boy Scouts.
Sends this really strong message to everyone in America that they can come to this program, they can bring their authentic self, they can be who they are, and they will be welcomed here. The argument that I make with the people that say, well, I always like Boy Scouts of America or BSA, why do we have to change? Go, membership is at historic lows, right? Part of my job is to reduce all the barriers I possibly can for people to accept us as an organization and to join.
Okay, did you hear? He said all the buzzwords. People can come and be their authentic selves. They can be who they are. And then he admits they're making these changes because, well, the Boy Scouts are at a historic low. Can you believe that? Well, that's a good thing, actually. That means people were standing up and saying, no, I'm not going to put my boy into the Boy Scouts when they caved to all this garbage, this woke, insane garbage 5 years ago when they started allowing girls to be a part of the Boy Scouts. And he said that his one job is to take away all barriers for people to join the Boy. No, your job is to make sure that boys, when they get into the Boy Scouts, are learning things that help them become men that can survive. Now, that doesn't mean that the Boy Scout should take that responsibility away from the father at home. That's not what I'm saying at all. This is an attack on our children. We need to wake up. Stop putting your children in the Boy Scouts of America. I don't care what they think they're going to be called next year. Do not support the Boy Scouts. They have turned on you. They have turned on your boys. And they will do everything they can to destroy the minds of your children. Our kids are being bombarded with this type of garbage left and right. This type of indoctrination is in every mainstream kids show. It's in their schools, on social media. Every corporation is pushing this garbage. We must take a stand and not give in. We must vote with our wallets and stop supporting the destruction of our children. And before you start thinking, well, I'll just send my girls to the Girl Scouts then. No, don't do that. The Girl Scouts are just as bad. They have things like training sessions on internalized racism, white supremacy culture. They want your daughters to think that, well, you're a racist because you're white. Also, the Girl Scouts, well, last year, if you remember, they pushed the LGBT agenda. Here's the Girl Scouts of America official Instagram page, okay? Check this out. This is a post from them giving our authentic selves a moment to shine because it's pied. So this was a patch that your daughter could earn. In fact, I did a whole video on this and I showed what they outline that you have to do in order to earn this patch. And it was things like proselytize people around you, get them to believe in the LGB and stick up for LGB at school and everybody around you, put posters and stickers everywhere. It literally just like go out and bombard the world. In Psalm 127, check this out. It says in verse 3 here, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb, a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate." Children are a gift given to us by God. And for us to take that and betray our children by filling their hearts and their minds with this depraved indoctrination that society is pushing, that is a dire thing. You do not want to mock God by allowing your children to be indoctrinated into this insanity. This is telling us that God has given us a gift and that we should lead them in the ways of truth, in the way of the Lord. And remember this in Matthew chapter 18. This is when the disciples came to Jesus and asked who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And Jesus called the child to him and said, "Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea." And if that isn't terrifying enough, listen to this. "Woe to the world for temptations to sin. For it is necessary that temptations come, but woe to the one by whom the temptation comes. You do not want to be someone that the Lord says, woe to you. Now, while this is talking about anybody that causes a believer to sin, there absolutely is precedence here that is talking about the innocence of a child. I do believe that there are degrees of punishment in hell, and those who cause a child to sin and try to steal the innocence of a child, I think they absolutely are going to be weeping and gnashing their teeth at God, desperately wishing that they had a millstone that they could have tied around their neck and thrown themselves in the depth of the sea, than to face the wrath of God for causing that child to lose their innocence. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And please hit that subscribe button. Join this community. I would love to hear from you regularly. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, you know when you like this video to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.